recording here. So in Civil3D, we're gonna go to Insert here on the top. You have Home, Insert, Annotate. So click on Insert, this one over here. Points from File, which is what we did last time. And then we're gonna go and search for the file we downloaded. So we click on this plus over here. And in my case, I put it on desktop. So it's this one right here. Okay, Insert, Points from File. You click on this plus, and you go and find the file. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. So we have imported the points as we did last time. Now we don't see them because they are somewhere in the space. The best to do is zoom. So you can type here on the command bar, zoom, enter. And then we select extend, or we type E. And you can go ahead and click enter. I'm just holding there so people can see the command. That will bring the points. If you remember how to create a surface, go ahead and create the surface. I'm gonna repeat the procedure. Were you guys able to get the points?
Yes.
Yes, Professor.
Yes.
Thank you. Lana, you too?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, right click on surface, as we did last time. Right click here on the prospector. Oh, Lana, you don't have prospector. So in Home, you come to this icon prospector and you click on it. It will bring the prospector. Like if by accident, oops, sorry. If by accident you close, oh, by accident I close, as a matter of fact. Well, if you don't have the prospector visible, you click on Home on this icon and that will bring the prospector to you if it's ever hidden. I'm just gonna quickly bring the points back again. Okay, so we were doing create surface. Okay, so please go ahead and select create surface on prospector. This surface is gonna be my existing ground. We typically call that EG, but you can type existing ground. I'm gonna change the style. I don't like this style. It's not nice really. So I'm clicking here. You have a style, contour 2 meter and 10 meter background. I don't like that one, so I'm clicking on the 3 dots. And I'm gonna change that to be design, 2 meter and 10 meter design. Okay, guys?
Yes, Professor.
So you click OK, and then you click OK. that will only create a surface, but that surface will be empty. We need to associate points to the surface. When we associate points to the surface, then the surface will be shown to us. Can you notice that in the prospector next to the surfaces, you have like a little box with a plus. You click on that box with the plus, that will bring the existing ground surface, which I actually misspelled. Okay, I fixed the spelling. So when you expand here, that will bring the existing ground surface. It has also a little box with a plus. You click on that. That's called you expand the menu. Then you have mask, watersheds, definition. In definition, you have a plus. You click on that. Okay, so you expand surface, you expand the existing ground, you expand the definitions. And towards the end, you will see points, groups. Everybody was able to expand the menus?
Yes.
Yes.
Make a right click on top of point groups. Right click here. And then you click on add. And we're gonna use the points for surface. If you did not use a group, if you just save it right as it was, then you have to select all points. That's not a good practice because it will use all the points available in your drawing. You should use only the points that correspond to a specific surface. And sometimes when you are doing earthworks, you take a surface today and then you take another surface tomorrow to show the progression, the progress of the works. So that's why it's a good reason always to have a separate group. So we select this one, point for surface, and you say apply, okay. So first apply and then okay. You can go ahead and do it if you arrive to this point.
What if you don't have that option? How do you bring it into the
What
system?
option?
Points for surface.
You probably have something that is called all points.
Yes.
Yeah, then go for all points for now. But next time, remember to create a group for the points.
Thanks.
Okay, so apply, okay. You're gonna get something that looks like that.
Yes.
So maybe we don't need to see the points anymore because we don't really care about the points. The points were used to create the surface, that's it. If you wanna hide the points, you can go to points groups, make a right click, go to properties and then set to no display. I'm gonna just keep the points for now. And we're gonna learn how to introduce an alignment. So we're gonna go to home. Home alignment. You found it?
Yeah.
And we're gonna select alignment creation tools. There are other ways. You can create an alignment from a polyline. It's not very elegant. You can do, there are other ways, but the most popular is this one, alignment creation tools. So click on that one, please. And by the way, If you see, when I put the cursor on top of one of these options and I wait a little bit, it's gonna give me a preview of what is it that I can do with that. And that will illustrate, and that way I know if what I'm doing is what I want or not. Okay? So click on Alignment Creation Tools. This is gonna be my horizontal alignment. So here on the name, I will adjust the name to horizontal alignment. Okay. I am gonna keep the starting station as 0 plus 0, 0, 0. However, if this is the continuation of an existing road, you might wanna put here whatever it is, the mileage post. For instance, 15 plus 575 or whatever that happens to be, but I'm gonna keep it as 0. There is a way to create portions of the space that you can control separately. That's called sites. I'm not gonna show you how to do that in this course, but you should be aware that you can break the space in chunks. Alignment style will be proposed because you are proposing this road. It's not an existing road. It's a propose. So we keep the default. You see you have a tab that is called Design Criteria. Click on Design Criteria, please. Let me know when you did that.
Yes, Professor.
Done.
Now we can set the speed.
Done.
Just go ahead.
No, I said done.
Okay, thanks. So the design speed, maybe we don't want 100, maybe we want 80 kilometers per hour. You can just type 80. You don't need to put kilometer per hour again. The software will know. And we're gonna check the box of use criteria-based design. And you have minimum radius of curvature. Do you remember 2 classes ago when we talked about the horizontal alignment? And one of the main arguments was that we need to respect the minimum radius of curvature, depending on the speed, the type of terrain. We actually saw that last time, but it was minimum lengths for the vertical curves. Right now, we're only talking about the horizontal curve. So it's minimum radius of curvature. You can come here and select the super elevation. You remember we had tables with super elevation maximum that we can use depending on the type of terrain and depending on the speed and all that. Well, here's where you can go and select those. So I'm gonna take maybe a 6% maximum. You will need to go and check the table. I'm not gonna check it right now. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can say okay. Click OK. When you click OK, this toolbar will appear. It's called Alignment Layout Tools. There are really multiple ways to do this. The most common is this one. Selecting tangent, tangent, and then introducing the curves, or selecting tangent, tangent with curves, and then adjusting the curves. If you do tangent, tangent, no curves, then you have to come back here and you have to select the type of curves that you want to introduce. Okay. I am a big fan of the tangent, tangent with curves. It gives me a good basis for start working with this. So that's the one I'm gonna select. Everybody was able to see the alignment layout tools?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So tangent, tangent, and now you come on the drawing, and now we're gonna start drawing the alignment. You have to click on the points of intersection, the PIs. So I'm gonna start here on the left. I'm gonna come maybe to a point like here. Then I will go to somewhere like there. I will go maybe like here. Then maybe I come here. Then maybe there. And then maybe I go there and I finish there. So I give you a few seconds, go and create an alignment. You don't have to do exactly what I did. You can do it wherever you want. Notice that you have some mountains, some hills in there, right? So you will try to avoid going all the way uphill and all the way down. Rather, you will go through the side of the mountain, staying in the same elevation as much as possible. Okay, please do not close this. Do you see you have like two tables here? And you have one called alignment grid view. So please go ahead and click on alignment grid view.
Sorry, Professor, I don't have the grid.
Neither.
It's a green circle.
It's a green circle for us.
Oh, it changed the icon probably. It's because of the different version.
Yeah, it's the green one. Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
So that will allow you to see the radius of curvature that you are using and the minimum. If you don't like this radius of curvature because you want to be a little more generous, then you can do that. You can come here, type on the radius of curvature 300 and click on enter. Maybe the next one, you want to do it 275, you can go and say 275. But it has to be bigger than the minimum, right? You have the minimum here next to you. Maybe this one, you want to put it in 260. Maybe this one, you want to make it 325. Maybe this one, you want to make it whatever. That's one way. The other way is you can make zoom and zoom into one curve. Yes.
How do we delete the line if we have mistakenly extended it out of the points?
What line?
The alignment line we just draw. I just extended it outside of the points table.
Okay. You see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. So you went beyond here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you do this. You come to the alignment and you click on the alignment. You take this blue, this yellow dot, and you shrink it or extend it or adjust.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, so please go ahead and zoom into a curve. click on the curve. And you will see different points. You will see the PC, the PT, and you will see the PVI or the PI. So if you want, you can click on the PI and you can move the curve. Or you can click on the PC and then increase the curve, the radius of curvature as well, by extending the curve. You can shrink the curve if you want as well.
Professor, for the radius of curvature, how did we know that the minimum is 225, 252, sorry? Like it's based on the values.
It's based
I
on
know
the
it's
table.
in the table.
So
from the lecture you mean? Okay,
yes,
okay,
of course.
Yeah, okay.
Should I have to open it or is okay?
No, it's fine, perfect.
Okay. Now, you see the curve and the tangents are the same color. I don't really like that. It doesn't give me that sensation that where is the curve and where is the tangent. So I'm gonna try to change that. Here on the prospector, you have alignment, expand alignment, expand center line alignment, okay? Expand the alignment here and expand the center line alignment, and then you have your horizontal alignment. Make a right click. Am I recording? Yes. Okay, so make a right click on horizontal alignment. You guys saw it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna go into, I think it's in properties. You have different tabs. So there are different things we need to know, but let's go to information first. If you change your mind and you wanna give this horizontal alignment the name of the road, you can say horizontal alignment Main Street, Disneyland, or whatever you want, okay? But what I want is change the colors. So we're gonna come here in propose. We have this, which is the editor. You can create a new one, copy the existing one and adjust it, or adjust this one directly. It's up to you. If you change this one, then it's gonna be changed forever. I rather will go and create, copy the current one and then put a new name that is my personal alignment style. So I'm gonna select copy current section. Am I okay? Too fast?
No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
Copy current section. Propose copy, no, I don't like that name. You go to information. This is gonna be called Luis Amador Horizontal Style, or whatever you want. Duke Consultants Horizontal Style, or whatever you wanna give it. Or horizontal style personalized, just whatever name you want. Most importantly, the display. Here on the display, you can see the line is green, the curve is green, the spiral is green. That's what we want to change. So maybe we change the lines to be blue, or I'm not sure. Any suggestion of colors? Or the curves, we make the curves red and the lines blue. So we can click here. This is like regular AutoCAD, and we can change the color. So I'm going to change this to be blue. And the curve, I'm going to make it to be red. And if we have any spirals in there, I'm going to make it red as well. And if we have any, no, we don't have arrows. You can also change the thickness, right, of the lines if you wish. So we can change the thickness of the curves to be 2. And maybe spirals too, we can make it 2. So we can say apply and OK, apply and OK. And now my curve is red and my tangents are blue. This is a little better for visualization, because I can see where is the beginning of the curve. Are we good, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna zoom out. Zoom in the next curve. So yeah, that's correct. That's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna introduce a surface profile. Please zoom to the extent of the drawing. And please also pan the drawing down so that you have free space above the drawing. Because we're gonna put the profile here on top of this surface. Above the surface, not on top of, above.
So, Professor, can we close the alignment layout
Oh,
tools?
yes, you can. Sorry, yes, you can. My bad, I forgot to say that. Let me know when you are here, guys.
Yes, we are here.
Okay, so we're gonna go now to profile, which is right below alignment, profile. Now, this is the difference. Create surface profile is the profile of this surface. Profile creation tools is not profile creation tools, is vertical alignment creation tools. Okay? It's a bit confusing, but that's the difference. With this one, you create the profile view. You can actually leave the cursor there and it's gonna show you that when you have something like that, you go select it, you select the surface, and then you insert it and it's gonna give you a profile view. That is this one. The profile creation tools is when you have already that profile, you introduce your vertical alignment, which is in red color right now. Okay? So we're gonna introduce first the profile, the first option. So click on that one. Click on Create Surface Profile. Now, this is important. The surface profile is tied to the alignment and the surface. That's why you always have to create a surface, the contours, and the horizontal alignment. Otherwise, you cannot introduce it. What this is gonna do is gonna read the elevations in the points that this alignment cross the terrain. You can do it at the center line, which is the sample offset. You click here on this checkbox, sample offset. You click on the checkbox and you put a 0. That will be the center line. But you can also do it on any given offset distance from the center line. So if you wanna go to the right 10 meters, you say 10 positive. If you wanna go 10 meters to the left, you say 10 negative. If you wanna go 1 lane to the right, you say 3.65. If you wanna go 2 lanes to the right, you say 3.65 times 2, that will be 7.3, right? We're gonna use 0 for now. You can also adjust from where to where you want to draw this, but we're gonna just keep the defaults. So all of you, please select here, sample offset 0, and then click the button Add. So everything will be as default, as is coming. We are gonna check the box on sample offset and put a 0 there and click Add. This is gonna add it here. Do not click OK. You have to click Draw in Profile View to specify the characteristics. Is everybody here?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Draw in Profile View, you can specify some characteristics for this. Profile view name, we're gonna call it Surface Profile. View. Profile view style, we're gonna adjust it because otherwise the grid is gonna extend. You will see what I mean, but we're gonna come here and adjust it. Otherwise it's gonna look horrible. So here, profile view style, we come here and we click on the editor. That little drop down that I have there. You guys saw it? Again, because I don't want to use the same, I will say copy current section and then I will adjust it. Okay, so you click here and then you say create new or copy current section. Copy current section is better because you just have to do minor adjustments and it will bring this window to you. Let me know when you have this window, please.
Yes.
I have it.
Okay, good. Now, go to information. That's fine. Ah, yes, the name. I don't want this name. Just a second, guys, sorry. Yeah, so the name is gonna be profile view personalized or something like that. So you remember which one is the one you wanna use from now on. This is also very important the first time you start working for a company that uses Civil3D, that you go and you establish your personalized styles so that whatever you create looks nice. Okay, so I changed this name, but that's not the important thing. You will see soon. The graph allows you to establish if you want the profile to run from left to right or right to left. I'm not gonna change it, I'm gonna keep it the same. And if you remember from surveying, we talk about the exaggeration that we apply to the vertical scale to be able to get a nice representation of a profile view, typically a 10 or 100 times. In this case, it's using a 10 times. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna go to grid. Let me know when you guys are in grid, please.
I am.
I am as well.
Now, do you see how the grid goes all the way up? That's not very nice. So we're gonna say clip vertical grid. And I'm gonna clip to the highest profile. And I'm also gonna clip the horizontal, and I'm also gonna clip to the highest profile. Soon you will see what it is that we're doing, but that enhances the visualization. Are we good so far?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to title annotation. This is the title that will go on top of the profile. It's the name of the alignment, the parent alignment, so it's the horizontal alignment parent, and the word profile. That doesn't really tell me much. I don't like that. Do you see this A with a pencil? We're gonna personalize, so click on the A with the pencil, which is the text editor. You guys here?
Yeah.
Okay, so click on that. It probably, I don't know if you noticed, but it is written something in there on the top. Maybe because I'm not using all my brightness, but we're gonna delete that. So you highlight it and delete it. We highlight all this and click on delete. Okay, delete. Now we have a drop down here from which we can select what we want on the title. So what we want is the view name, well, not necessarily. Really what I want is the starting station and the ending station. That's what matters to me. I can have any of this information, but that's the most important one. Okay, let's keep the graph view name, which is profile. Then I make, let's make 2 spaces. It can be 1 space. This is not, we're not coding anything. We're just selecting and putting the amount of spaces between one item and the next. Then when you come to the drop down and you select the start station and you click on this arrow to insert it. You come here, you click maybe a couple spaces, or maybe we say 2, actually in words, 2 and a space. And from the drop down, we select the ending station and we click on the arrow. Were you guys able to follow me? Should I do it again?
No, that's fine.
So click OK. We're going to keep the rest by default, but you should be aware that you can adjust here the grid and you can adjust certain things. I'm just going to keep this by default for now. I'm going to go to display. In the display, I will scroll down to grids. And I will turn off the minor horizontal and the minor vertical. I'm just gonna keep the major horizontal and major vertical grids on, because otherwise there will be too much, the grid will be too busy. You can also control other stuff, right? But I'm just gonna remove those two, the minor and the minor grid. So if you have done it, click on apply and OK. That will bring you back to this window. But now you are using your personalized profile view. I need some confirmation that you guys are here.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
hear.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, thanks. Now we move to the station range. I'm going to explain something to you guys. The first time you create a profile view, you just create an entire segment from beginning to end, because you need to introduce your vertical alignment. After that, you can produce again a profile view only for a portion of the alignment, and it will show you the same that you have in the total alignment. It will show you just assuming a part of it. So the first time is the entire thing. You keep the entire range from the beginning to the end. That's the first time. Next time we come here, you can say, oh, I want only the first kilometer. So you just do there 1,000. And then you can do from kilometer 1 to kilometer 2. And then you can do from kilometer 2 to kilometer 3. This is for the layout, to put it nicely and plot it and give it to your client. But when you are doing the very beginning of the design, it's automatic, the entire range. The profile height, same story. We keep it fixed for the first time. The profile display options, we keep it as it is. We don't change anything. Data bands, we don't change anything, although you could if you want, but we have existing ground, future ground, elevations, and stations. That's good enough. The hatch options, you are gonna feel tempted to use it now, but you can't, because you don't have the vertical alignment yet. When we do the vertical alignment, we will come back here at this specific location and we will introduce it. Okay? But right now we cannot because we don't have the vertical profile. Are we clear?
Yes.
I hope you also realize how the class really comes and takes place when we are doing the lab, not so much when we're giving the lecture. So click on Create Profile View, please. This one down here, Create Profile View. It's gonna ask you for a point of insertion. Inserted above the contours, somewhere in here in an empty space. It's gonna insert on the bottom left corner of the drawing. So whatever you insert is like if you are holding it from the bottom left. Okay, so click there and this will bring your profile view. Did you get it?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's zoom into it. So zoom. So surface profile view, and I have from 0 plus 0.20 to 6 by 540. Now, you notice the grid is cut at the elevation of the actual profile, which is nice because otherwise the grid will go all the way up. Also, here at the bottom, you have the elevations. Now, of course, this is only the surface. We need to introduce now the vertical alignment. So we're gonna zoom at the beginning of this profile. And we are gonna introduce the vertical alignment. Is everybody here?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use pan extensively. Please notice you have this little menu, this little bar here. And this hand over here is a pan. We're gonna use this a lot now. Please go ahead and locate it in your computer. The hand with the pan we're gonna use very soon. That's the one that is gonna allow us to click here and pan as I move along this. And I introduce my vertical alignment, okay? How to escape the pan? You just click escape on your keyboard.
So basically, the current elevations or the current profile is based on the AutoCAD file?
Yes, it's based on the AutoCAD contours and your horizontal alignment, but this is the terrain. This is like if you take a car and you drive on the terrain without a road.
Okay.
Has anybody driven on the on a green area with no road? That's exactly what you're doing now here. So we're going to introduce that. Profile and profile creation tools. You found it? Okay, click on Profile Creation Tools. It's gonna ask you for the profile view. So you go ahead and you click on this profile view. You need to make sure that it's selecting something. You see how when I hover on top, it highlights? When it's highlighting, it's because he's selecting the profile. Okay? So you need to come here to the grid and click on the grid. Is this clear, guys?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna glue. It's gonna use Gorilla Super Glue or Crazy Glue, whatever you call it, to stick the vertical alignment to this profile. So you click there and it's gonna display this window. Profile is vertical alignment. It is attached to this horizontal. That is correct. So you introduce any description of what is the profile you are trying to reach. No, just kidding. What is important here is I would like to see different colors for the curves and the tangents when I introduce them. So I can put them now, or I can adjust that right now. So I'm gonna adjust it right now. So again, I have the design profile, but I'm gonna edit. So I'm gonna copy the current selection, give it a new name, which is my personalized vertical profile, and adjust it so that the vertical curves are yellow maybe, and the vertical tangents are, I don't know, some color that we're gonna select. Are you guys here?
Yes.
Present.
Okay, yes, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, so click on copy current selection. We're gonna give it a name. So this is my vertical design personalize. If you really care about yourself, you change the Autodesk by your name, but just gonna keep that. And we're gonna come here to the display. And this is the colors I'm gonna change because you see the line, which is the tangents, are blue. The circular curves are blue. The symmetric parabolas are blue. And the asymmetric parabolas are blue. So everything is blue. That's not good. As a matter of fact, I want the circular curves to be yellow. And if I have any parabolas, let's have it like in an orange. Symmetric and asymmetric, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep it orange, both of them. But this is up to you guys. You can personalize this to your taste, right? Maybe Lana use some pink, I don't know, purple. And the straight segments, we could maybe keep that color. Yeah, why not? Maybe we can keep it blue. So we're gonna say apply and okay. And I'm gonna have my personalized design. What I personalized were the colors, really. Okay, guys? Shall we move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Design criteria. use criteria-based design. And we're gonna use these minimum K values. Do you remember last Tuesday, we talked about the K value. We said the K value is the horizontal distance such that we have a 1% change in the K meters. So if K is 200, we have a 1% change from the gradient every 200. It's also tied to the minimum length of the vertical curves that we saw on Tuesday. So we're gonna keep that. Okay? And we're gonna say okay. All right? So click on okay. And you're gonna get these profile layout tools, vertical alignment. It looks very similar to the one for horizontal alignment. And it's actually gonna let me do something very similar to what I did, except that the horizontal alignment is introduced on top of the contours and the vertical alignment is introduced on top of the surface profile view. Please let me know if you got this toolbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so again, there are many options, but I'm gonna use the most common, which is draw tangents with curves. If you only draw tangents, like in the one before, then you have to come here and introduce your curves. But it's more tedious and takes more time, and I'd rather just go straight and put it as draw tangents with curves and don't complicate my life. Okay? So draw tangents with curves. That's the one we're gonna use.
Is there a reason why nothing is clickable?
Nothing is clickable where?
On my end, you know how profile layout tools, you can click on all of them?
But
Like,
you
are you
should,
pressing on something now?
no, but you should be able to click on this. Once you select one of these options, then it's waiting for you to click on the drawing. Okay, let me stop the recording and see your screen. Okay, so please go ahead and check the draw tangents with curves as instructed. And now come here, we need to make sure that this match the starting of this terrain right here. You see, we have a red line. It has to perfectly match the red line. So how to do that is by using the snaps. You have the snaps here at the bottom of your screen. It's like a square, okay? We click on that. If you are not sure which ones are active, you click on the drop down. The endpoint is what we need, it's already there. And now you can come here to the endpoint of this and click on it. It's important because you want it to start at the same location. Okay, you see how this is starting now at the same location. I will now disable the OSNAP, so I click on the OSNAP again. Okay, I'm gonna wait until you guys get it here. Don't click yet. I mean, don't click here because we're gonna have to click, 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 click around the alignment, but just get it to this stage, please. Guys, are you here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now what happens if I go down like this? What am I doing? Cutting or filling?
Cutting.
Cutting like for a treasure hunting, right? For a tunnel. And if I go like this, I will be filling. You see the terrain is fairly flat here. So instead, I'm just gonna go with a nice and soft straight line almost next to the red line. Okay, and maybe I make a click somewhere like in here. This is the 560 station, approximately. You don't have to do it exactly.
Professor.
And if you don't like the instruction, you can cut or you can fill.
Professor?
Yes.
My toolbar up there has, I press O snap and my toolbar up there has disappeared. Now I cannot make this line anymore.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna go, oops, what happened? We're gonna go and click maybe in somewhere close to the ground level in 5 plus 560. Now I'm gonna come here to my toolbar and click on the pan. Look at what I'm doing. I click on pan, I pan the drawing to the left, and when I'm ready to introduce the next line, I hit escape. Okay? So you click on pan, you pan the drawing, and then you click escape to return to the command. Go and try.
Professor,
Yes.
is there a certain way to make the tangent with curve, like a certain criteria to follow, like or like
Yes.
this?
If you are on, okay. Now that I'm going uphill, I can have a little bit of cut because I'm going uphill, okay? When I am going, when I'm in the bottom in a flat terrain, surrounded by a higher ground, you have to be above the soil level all times to avoid inundation, flooding of your road. When you are going on hilly terrain, you can play with the slightly above, slightly below. The main controlling characteristic will be trying to balance the cuts and the fills. We haven't learned that yet. We will learn it next Tuesday.
So we'll try to make it as minimum for the cut and fill. We'll try to make it as much as minimum.
Yes, but you don't want to go then here exactly with this point and then go down exactly with this point. No, we can cut a little bit here. You see, we're gonna cut this little notch here, probably. I can probably come down to a place like this and cut that little bit there. Do you see what I'm saying? Between the blue and the red.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's okay. We can cut that little bit there. There's a triangle. That means there's an error. We will correct it soon. We come to the pan again. You see the terrain is going uphill now. So I'm not gonna go all the way down to the bottom because the water will drain down, and if I put my road at the same elevation as the surface, the water will flood my road. Instead, my road will fly above this little depression. Okay? So I click on escape, and maybe my road will fly above at this elevation here. Because if I put it all the way down here, it's gonna get flooded. Remember, it's a combination of pan, escape, and click on the mouse. Right here, for instance, I don't come all the way here and then go all the way down here and then go all the way up here. No, 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 no. I just come something like here where I will cut a little bit and fill a little bit. That's okay. And then from this point, I start going down again. So, because if I go all the way, my grade will increase, right? So I'm trying to soften my design. Right here is almost flat, but it's rising a little bit. So instead of that, I will bring it slightly below. So that is flat, actually, what I'm doing. And right now, I think the terrain is gonna drop, see? So I will drop it slowly. I don't go all the way down because it gets flooded. So I fly a little above. I have a little hill up. I'm gonna ignore it and cut it. So I'm gonna go flat here. Okay, you guys can go and try in your own drawing. And of course, when you get to the end, try to click end for endpoint or try to reach the endpoint. If you fall short in your drawing, you can always go and click on the line, click on the frozen point and extend it. Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 minute maybe for you guys to do this.
So I right-clicked at a point when I'm not done,
Okay.
and it finished, it stopped it. So do I just edit profile style to add more
No.
points?
Do you still have the toolbar?
Yeah.
Okay, so go again and say draw tangents with curves, and then you click the first point in the last point where you finish.
I think I was doing draw tangents from the beginning, by the way, not draw tangents.
Oh, okay, then you say draw tangents, and then you go and click on that point.
Got it.
You go there, you click on that point, and you continue. But you're gonna have to introduce curves later.
Professor, I got three triangles in my alignment.
Yeah.
It's fine?
Yes. No, it's not fine, but we're gonna see how to go about it. Like this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just give me a moment so everybody gets here and I explain what this is and how we handle it.
But for my section, the triangular is bigger for some reason.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because you have a different scale.
Okay.
I don't have it in this machine, but you guys remember last Tuesday we discussed about the length and the stop inside distance. And we say stop inside distance is what it takes to the vehicle to come to a full stop. Is based on the speed that the driver is going, is based on the acceleration of gravity and also has a component of perception reaction time that is 2.5 seconds. And then I show you some tables. And then I did one where I had the eye height of 105 and the object height of 0.38. And I say for the stop inside distance, we need to check the length of the curve. And then there is minimum length of curves. And if you have less than the minimum length of the curve, it's gonna give you an error. Well, this is the error. This is your sight distance violation. When you get here, guys, let me know when you finish putting your vertical alignment.
Done.
Okay. There are different ways we can correct this. We can come to the profile grid view and change it manually, or we can click here on the curve. So click on the curve. If you are getting a triangle, of course. If you are not getting a triangle, then you can still click on the curve. You will see this light blue, phosphorescent, fluorescent color points, this for the PC and this for the PT. You can come and click on it, drag it, and click again. The snap is on. There. Now I have increased the length of my curve, and the triangle appears to be gone. Yes, it is gone. I can actually zoom and see the characteristics of this curve. So this one has a length of 76 meters. Okay, value of 92. I have other errors. I think I have other triangles somewhere over here. Okay, I think there's a triangle here. Yeah, there's a triangle here, you see? So the other way we can correct for this is on the profile grid view. That is gonna show me the length of those curves, and then I can just type manually correct them. For that, I will go into the table I show you on Tuesday, either for TAC or for AASHTO, and read from those minimum lengths of curves. So you have it here. You need 26 and you have 14. Oops. Sorry, I need to close the other one. So I'm gonna dismiss this. No. I cannot dismiss it, sorry, no. This should let me change it, but it's not letting me. Yes, I click 2 times. You have to click 2 times, and now I'm gonna say 30. Oh, really? Okay, very well. 100. 100. 100. 100. You change it to whatever is the minimum you want. You can put 50 or something else, but if the triangle comes again, then that means it was not sufficient. So this is your minimum K for stop inside distance. 26, and you see you have more. So we're good. That had changed my curves. You can see here, this is my new curve. Remember, we put yellow color to be able to visualize them. If you don't like where a curve arrives, like in this case, I would like the curve to match the highest point here. So I would like this curve to be to the left. We can also do that, right? We can come here. We can click on the curve, and then we can click on this one and drag the curve to the left. So we can change it. Doesn't want to change. Here, okay? You see how I grab it? And I can put the curve wherever I want. So we can go and adjust them all. This is why when you are drawing at the beginning, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can come back, revisit, and adjust it. Can you guys let me know if we are good so far?
We're good on my end. But when we do that in our project, is there a certain, like, are we going to use the same data set, or is it going to be different?
You're using the one we used last time, that is for Costa Rica. So you have to do the horizontal alignment on top of the points of the old road as much as possible, but trying to make it nice and smooth and removing the excessive amount of curves.
Oh.
It's like if you were redesigning the existing road. Now, I'm gonna dismiss the toolbar. Is everybody here?
Yes.
I'm gonna dismiss the toolbar. I'm gonna make zoom to the extents. And oh, I still have a question mark. Where is that? Minimum K value, okay, side distance, 19. Here, okay, I have that one. So, hold on, sorry guys, I still need to go and correct this. This one, this curve didn't like my design. Okay, where is the curve? Zoom. Of course not, look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna take from here and make it nice and big, and hopefully the triangle will disappear. Yeah. All right, so I would like some hatch here to show me where are the cuts and the fills in between the blue and the red, right? Would it not? So to do that, let's see, there are different ways. You're gonna come here to alignment, center line alignment, horizontal alignment, profiles, profile views, surface profile view. And make a right click, of course. And select properties, I think. Okay, so alignment, center line alignment, horizontal alignment, profile view, and then select that one, your surface profile view. This is why it's important to give a proper name so you remember where it is, because if you have profile 1, profile 2, profile 3, you don't know which is which and who is who. Were you guys able to reach this point?
Yes.
The rest of you?
Yes. Yes.
Go to hatch. And do you remember a few minutes ago I told you We cannot put the hatch because we need the vertical. Well, now we have the vertical. So now you come here on the cut area and you click on this. You click on this rather large icon. And you come to the fill area and you click on the icon. This is going to give you cut. The upper will be the existing ground and the lower will be the vertical. That is correct. And we'll give you fill. The upper will be vertical, the lower will be existing ground. I'm going to wait a few seconds. Make sure that it is like that. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Apply. Okay. And you will see the hatch coming very nicely. Is red when you cut, is green when you fill. This business of geometric alignment is a bit of an art and a bit of science. You need to know what is the minimum length of the vertical curve and what is the radius of curvature for the horizontal. But where you put the curves and the little adjustments is up to you.
Can you repeat that step?
What stuff? How I got this?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yes,
I did the same steps, but I didn't get the hatch. So
yeah, there's another way. Let me see if I can get it, because sometimes it doesn't work for me.
Yes, Professor. Yes, right click on it. Yes.
Yes, you right click on here on the hatch, and you go into no.
No, Professor. You have to click on your profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, there was a way here from the profile, but I can't remember.
Surface. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Click on it. Left click on it. Just left click on it. And right click now.
Ah, there you go. Thanks. And you can click on properties or profile view properties. Let me see, profile view properties. Yeah, profile view properties. Left click, right click, profile view properties.
yeah, so what you did is that you just pressed on the cut area first and then the fill area, right?
Yeah, so you click on this one and then you click on this one. And that will bring first this and then will bring that.
And you didn't make any changes?
No, because it's reading correctly, right? For a cut, the vertical will be below the ground for a cut. And for a fill, the vertical will be above the existing ground, which is correct. So you just accept it. You click apply, okay. First apply, then okay. Me, I'm gonna click cancel because I already got it. So this is all I have for today, class, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording here now.